In this example, we are using the same data from Part A, but this time we need to construct a 95% confidence interval estimate of the mean difference between reported heights and measured heights. Before we can find the confidence interval, we need to find the margin of error. The margin of error is equal to the critical value times the standard deviation of the differences divided by the square root of the sample size. So let's find the critical value. There's 95% confidence, so we have 0.95 in the middle, 0.025 in each tail. The sample size is 12, so the degrees of freedom is 11. Using table A3, you should find that the critical value is 2.201. Now we can substitute that number into the margin of error formula, so we have 2.201 times the standard deviation of the differences we found back in Part A, that was 3.52, divided by the square root of the sample size, which is 12. Now we have to figure out where we want to round the margin of error. We want to round the confidence interval to 1 decimal place beyond the original data, so that would be 2 decimal places. So the margin of error we need to be 1 place beyond that, or 3 decimal places. So work this out, round to 3 decimal places, and you should have 2.237. The formula for the confidence interval is the sample mean minus E is less than the mean difference is less than the sample mean plus the margin of error. So the sample mean we also found in Part A, that was negative 1.00, minus the error that we just found, 2.237, is less than the mean of the differences is less than negative 1.00 plus 2.237. So do the subtracting and do the adding. Keep in mind that we want to round to 2 decimal places. That's 1 place beyond the original data. So the left side we should have negative 3.24, and we do have a label this time. It will be inches, is less than the mean of the differences is less than, and on the right side you should end up with 1.24 inches. If you use the stats functions on your calculator to find the confidence interval, you will get the same answer. Watch the viewlet to learn how to do that. They also asked us to interpret this confidence interval. Since 0 is within the confidence interval, it appears that there is not a significant difference between the reported heights and the measured heights.